Welcome back to another video of Dreams. Today I'm going to have all the gameplay that was shown earlier today in the Made by the Molecule stream. I actually missed it. I didn't even know. I forgot completely that they was doing the stream today. But I saw later on there on Twitter and whatnot. If you guys want to watch the entire stream of how they made each level, you can. I will have a link in the description for you guys to go ahead and click on. But that's really it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Okay. Ooh. Right, so I've updated it a bit.
I was going to say, I see that you've added some button prompts.
Added some button prompts. The most exciting one is like a little randomized button. So if I hit square, it goes diddly diddly doo, like that.
It needs to make that. You need to record that noise.
Okay.
So that happens.
Challenge accepted. So I'm going to do that a few times until I find a nice orientation. Oh, that's quite funky, but a little bit too easy maybe. There you go. That looks like fun. So I'm going to dive in.
Trying to do a party game.
Yeah, challenges. Oh, okay. So here we are. You see there's a little button prompt on triangle for another camera. So I'm just going to hit that and show you the docking camera.
Wow, you've added a lot actually since the last time we've played this.
Yeah, I figured like everybody couldn't do it, so I thought I'll add some controls to the docking camera.
See, all this time we were blaming ourselves, and we should have been blaming you.
Yeah, totally.
Got it. Cool. I feel great now.
All right. And so as you like press the buttons, you can see the thing you're doing is highlighting, which kind of gives you a little hint as to what's going on. So we've got pitch and yaw on the right stick there. There you go, it's inverted for those who want to know that. And we have got roll on R2 and L2. There you go, and on the left-hand side.
You know, if you don't do this now, no pressure, but like the stream is watching.
Goodness, yeah, I better do it.
It's going to be really embarrassing.
So a bit of forward thrust there. Let's flip back into the nice view. And while we're gliding gently towards that, I'll show you the little secret inside view. You can press circle and you can look out the windows and then use the gyros to kind of look around.
Oh, nice.
And then we can just switch to the other side. Like, ooh, lovely. Okay, anyway,
now
here we go. So for realsies, here we go.
I'm so tense.
We were watching it the other day and it was just like smooth.
Okay, so I'm going to pop into the docking camera.
You're saying you were teaching Alex Evans at E3 how to do this?
Yes, because he hadn't managed to do it yet. So we spent maybe 5 minutes just like going through the controls, and helping and stuff, and he did it. Yeah. So here we go.
It's the eerie quiet, isn't it?
I better not get this wrong.
I'm just gonna suddenly make a very loud noise when he's very close.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm doing is aiming this this aiming reticule with this cross here, and if I kind of go to the side, you can see it's kind of made of 2 crosses stacked on top of each other. So the idea is that you align the 2 crosses and your
That's so awkward.
I kind of wanted to burst into flames now. For no real reason.
It's fine, it's easy. This is solvable. Right, here we go.
Here we go. Well, I'm sure the Twitch chat is more than supportive of you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And there
yay!
Nice.
Yay!
Okay, excellent. So yeah, there are a lot of people in the Twitch chat asking how you sort of produce the space of like the movement and all sorts. So are we going to dive in?
Okay, let's dive in.
How do you name it?
It works.
So you did not name this?
No, I didn't name it, but I couldn't decide on a name.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe the stream can name your game.
Yeah, let's see if the stream.
All right, we'll see if anybody
so
comes up with anything good, and we'll get back to people later with.
This is an intro.
I love this, by the way. Super retro and amazing.
So this is actual vaporwave. So if you don't know what vaporwave is, it's when you take someone else's music and you kind of slow it down and pitch it down. So actually here I took someone's music from the Dreamiverse and I actually slowed it down and made it wobbly and gave it that like early 90s sort of aesthetic. And there's a melon in the background. So in this game, you're a melon. And basically, so this is an example of a platforming game, like a 2D platforming, that's done in Dreams. So I'm just going to play this. So you're this melon, Commander Melon. And you just have to finish the level and not fall in the spikes, basically. It's arguably a bit less sophisticated than Tom's one.
There's something. No, there's something
very
truly
charming.
sophisticated about it. I think.
It's very kind of Little Big Planet, to be honest. You collect melons as well, and if you and if you fall in the spikes, you kind of brutally. And actually, if you die, you can hear me laughing in the background. So
Should we try that again?
Yeah, wait. Oh,
so I'm just gonna finish the level.
That's a really
It is
nice
quite
touch.
hard.
When I first found this, I became obsessed with it. I love it so much. But thank you for creating it.
I'm just gonna play it. I'm not gonna bother with those melons over there for now.
Speedrun. The speedrun.
Yeah, it's a game. You're supposed to kind of speedrun it. So this is actually this lever here. If you press square on this, it's like a timed lever. So it actually reorganizes the level, and you have to quickly run. And like after a while, those platforms gonna go back. So it's like a timed puzzle. So you have to keep running and not die.
you have
Nice.
a lot of suggestions for names, like rated. Oh, this
Rated
level's
M.
rated M for melon.
That's a good
Melancholy
idea.
Madness.
Oh, I like
That's
Melancholy
quite
Madness.
nice.
That's a strong
Really
one.
good.
I'm gonna die, aren't I? Yes.
When life gives you melons.
I can't wait to see Tom play this.
I feel.
I
pro
can't wait to
with
see
this
Tom
game.
play this either. But although, to be fair, like he has been practicing quite a lot.
Yeah.
You-
When it comes to Commander Melon, I know my way around.
So this is the eyeball zone.
It unlocks that, doesn't it? It unlocks the double jump.
Yeah. Oops. I'm not gonna go in this acid thing.
I love all the eyeballs watching you in the background.
To be
It's
honest,
really
I've changed this level
nice.
recently, so I don't actually know if it's finishable anymore.
I love that he's made an unbeatable level.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm still working on it. Oops, oh no. I probably got a weird collision zone on that spike. I'm gonna do that again.
I love Melancholy as genius.
It's actually really hard. You know what? Why don't I let Tom play this later?
Yeah,
and
try this again.
I can show you like how
Okay,
this was
yeah,
done.
yeah.
So I'm gonna quickly go into edit mode, and like you can see, so this is the entire level.
Cool.
It's kind of like it's still in the 3D world, but effectively it's more like a 2D level. And some of these assets are kind of traditional sort of MM assets you might find in some of the collections. I can move these around and stuff. It's actually, you can tell that there's a lot less wiring stuff than in Tom's one. It's just a lot simpler. But if you're wondering how I made this be a 2D platformer as opposed to 3D, like how does the melon stay on the plane as opposed to falling off of the platforms? The way it works is, I can't remember where, but somewhere on the platform, there's a key, or we call it a tag actually now. And on the melon character, there's a follower, and the follower follows the key, but only on the Z-axis, basically. So it locks you onto that platform. So once you've done that, you've basically made a 2D engine. So from then on, it's very easy to, easily reorganize this level, and do all kinds of other stuff. I don't know, like add more spikes and stuff like that. Make it
Make it
horrible.
even harder before Tom
There are
plays
sort
it.
of tools you can use to keep things aligned. So for example, there's a precise move thing we can use to like move on the plane. So once you've turned on these things, you can pretty much just go and make a 3D platformer. And I really enjoyed this because I can just kind of chill out and sort of stream, train of thoughts style make this level. Just like add more stuff, and it ends. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but hopefully we can
That
actually
makes it
finish
sound
it.
like it's
Hopefully
really
we can
epic.
actually finish it.
So you're saying we'll never see it because Tom will never get there?
I don't know. I can try to do it again, but I can have another go.
I mean,
I'm just
hypothetically,
gonna add
you
more
could cheat
eyeballs.
us along to the end, and then.
All right, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna cheat you. I'm gonna cheat and put the
This
melon
is the
back.
end. You'll never see Tom.
Yeah, just so I can know the feeling. Look at him. Look, there
Yeah.
he goes.
Yeah,
Poor melon.
look how pro.
Commander Melon just getting zipped around.
So I'm gonna
the
go
place.
right here so I can get
Okay.
the collectible thing. Yeah, I guess my worry is like because I was working on this recently, I may have messed up and I made it unplayable or something. But I guess we'll find out.
That just sounds like the excuse of someone who's worried he won't beat his own
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
I
Oh
did
yeah. No, I've changed it.
Cool, I've done it.
Nice.
So this is cool because here there's another time puzzle where like if you don't go fast enough, the spikes come back and kill you.
Yep.
Let me just try that again and not die. So it comes back and like just destroys you.
We thought Dr. Rendezvous was tense. Well done.
Goodness.
Come on, man.
Oh god.
You got this.
I believe in you, Bogdan.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
Mostly believe in you. Slightly less now.
I've made the
No,
hardest
God, it's
level.
all falling
The hardest
apart.
level. Okay. Come on. Yes, I've done it.
nice. Well done. Well
Yay.
Yeah, so there's an ending here that's kind of more of a narrative ending.
done. The story of Commander Melon.
I kind of just ran out of ideas here, so just made it go to a chilled out kind of seaside area.
Someone predicted the.
Wow, yeah, I saw someone on the stream basically said that, so...
It's what, sorry?
Make
The
melonade.
make melonade, the when life
Yeah.
gives you melons.
So that's the ending if I go in there, basically.
Nice.
Yes, I have played this
So
one a bit.
you can see it's first person. I can run around, and there's like jump pads. And the only goal here is to complete the level and get a good time on it. That's basically the only goal. And a lot of the stuff is made out of other people's creations. Like these cubes, I didn't really make these cubes. I found them, in search.
It's a nice way of showing. Oh, I lost my train of thought when he made that jump.
Yeah.
And what are the
God.
sort of jump, these pads made
I'll show you
out
how those work.
Oh, cool.
I did make the jump pads. This is kind of crazy, this whole part. It's like,
of? Do it.
Go on.
Oh, goodness. Tiny legs.
what am I doing?
I like
There
that you
go.
gave your character legs, though. Like,
Yeah, I should probably
like
make
video game
that
fashion, like,
invisible.
look down, no legs.
Yeah, no legs.
Like the
So I love these.
attention to detail.
Yeah.
I love these very difficult sort of levels. I played this a lot, so it's a lot.
Yeah, we can tell.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna.
But this is not even my best time.
Wow, just so
So this first one is first-person shooter. Do you want to start
Yeah,
with
let's
that?
have a look at that.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Something a lot of people have been asking for, I think.
Again, I haven't got a name for this yet, but
Again, name the Twitch chat can maybe name it for
Yep,
you.
yep.
cool. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
So-
Bogdan has to go look through after this and pick his name.
Yeah.
oh, I have a name for Bogdan's if it didn't come up already. Can we have dial M for melon?
A dial M for melon. That works. That works.
So yes, this is inspired by my sort of favorite era of first-person shooters, the sort of late 90s sort of brown shooters, you know,
Brown.
Quake
genre.
and Doom and that sort of thing. Well, I'll show you how it works in a second, but it's also unfinished, unfortunately. This is the beginning of an idea. I didn't actually get a chance to complete it. As you can see, it's standard sort of first-person controls. I can walk around. I've got a little flashlight.
Nice.
And I can sprint. I can explore this landscape.
There's some of the sci-fi bits from past,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and that's what I was going to say. But like, I actually sculpted very little in this level. This was mainly bits I found on Dreamiverse. Like, I think the only thing I really sculpted was the little blaster. This is from John Beach's PAX collection.
Yeah.
And some rocks that I found. There's a dig site down there, which is actually I sculpted a dig. Negative brush for the win. And then there's this sort of corridor, and this is actually made with bits from Tom Dalloway.
Oh.
I'm not sure who made the robot. I just found that. That might be Kev.
Oh God, it's coming towards you.
So if you run away, he'll leave you alone. He's sort of. Yep.
Nice.
He
Nice.
follows you.
I don't know if that's creepier.
I-
and
Yeah.
chase
Just
you,
stood
like,
there and
Security guard bots. No. The gun does work. It's not very good. John Beach saw this and was like, I have to make you a better muzzle flash. I was like, what's wrong with that? It's fine. So you can reload it. And you can blast this guy. Actually, I'll show you what happens when you don't.
nice.
strangling
Oh,
robot.
yeah.
It's
Bad touch.
like we learn a little bit more about what's in Ed's head every time he does one of these.
Takes a bit of a beating. And then he
Nice.
explodes.
Amazing.
And that's really all there is to it. I mean, I was going to sort of extend it out and clone some of those things, but like I said, this is Tom's corridor. This is actually the inside of your rendezvous space station.
That
isn't it?
space station has
Cool.
gotten a lot of
Yeah.
use. You use it in Ferrovium. Christoph uses it in in Moon Raiders. Ed's used it in this now. The thing
Yeah.
is all over the place in Dreams.
Your sci-fi corridor is brilliant. Yeah, but there is nothing else, and it just goes off to distance. I set the sort of dig site as a tantalizing sort of story moment that never gets realised.
Again, though, it uses something like almost like a template people could build off of.
Absolutely,
and their own
yeah.
adventures off of.
And it all started off just as the first-person camera, really, and I thought that's what I'd show. How
Yeah,
it
they're
works.
great. I think people are really interested in how they would set this up themselves.
Yeah, the sequel that no one wanted to Please Hug Me, which
Nice.
is Dan Castro's seminal classic. So Please Hug Me.
Somewhere there's Kyle. Shout out to Kyle at EGX a couple of weeks ago. Man was committed to getting
Oh, yeah.
a hug, and he didn't.
Did he not get it?
He was out at the booth for like half an hour. And then I told him.
Well, guess what you're not going to get
Guess what?
today?
You're not getting that, Carl.
We must make a game just for Carl where you can have just one hug.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, do you want to shall I play it?
Yeah,
play
I
it,
think
you
you
play
just
it,
give it a
yeah.
playthrough.
Cool.
So
I spent
good.
more time on the title than anything else. Off we go.
You showed this to everyone the other day, and people lost their mind, didn't they?
And I didn't complete it as well.
No.
For shame. It's quite hard.
Oh. You better do it now, no pressure.
No pressure. Oh no, I'm panicking.
Oh,
Ah.
so we've got a lot of tense games on this stream. Rendezvous, Jump Space.
Everybody brought their hardest.
Yeah.
The A game.
Yeah, nice. Oh, I haven't seen this bit.
Surprise.
Look, there's others. Oh.
You're not alone. It's a message of hope.
But still completely.
Not really.
Still no hope at all.
Oh no.
Oh.
Race them. You're just slightly faster.
Everyone's calling it the 8-bit Tom Cruise runner. Oh,
Yay.
done.
Yay.
Nice.
But still 0 hugs.